Students, my next method of refining is chromatographic method. You have heard about this already. Chrome means colors. Earlier it was used for separation of different compounds because these compounds were having different colors. That is why the name is chromatography. But today we are saying that chromatography means that you are able to separate mixtures of compounds. We are able to separate mixtures of compounds. Mixtures can be separated because they have different extent of absorption on adsorbate, on different extents of absorption on adsorbent. Now the students, the meaning is clear that we have told you in surface chemistry. In surface chemistry there are two things, adsorbent and adsorbate. So adsorbate are the molecules which get adsorbed on the surface of the adsorbent. So here we are going to use an adsorbent, which could be silica gel or alumina. They have been used basically as adsorbents. So what is happening that here we have silica gel or alumina as the adsorbent. The mixture of compounds will be added to these adsorbent, but what will happen is that the mixture has different components. So different components, we are saying different components of the mixture, different components of mixture are adsorbed to different extents, where on adsorbent. Some components are strongly adsorbed depending on the nature of the interactions, because certain substances will be more strongly adsorbed. Polar type of molecule will be more strongly adsorbed on the adsorbent, which we are saying is silica or alumina, or there could be some other possibilities. So because the adsorption of different components is different, therefore it becomes possible to separate them, and therefore in such chromatography we are using two phases. One is called the stationary phase, and the second is called the mobile phase. And depending on the nature of this stationary and mobile phase, different type of chromatographics are available. For example, we have paper chromatography, where a strip of paper is used and the components of the mixture, they are put in a liquid and they rise and they are absorbed to different extents on the paper. Special papers are there, chromatographic papers are used. Or we can have gas chromatography. So here the gas will be used as an eluent to feed the mixture of the compounds. Or we can have column chromatography. And here I am going to show you the simplest one here in our course, which we are talking of column chromatography. So what will we do in the column chromatography? Let us see how will we make the column. There is a column. Here I am making a column, students, and this column has got, this is my stationary phase, which would be stationary phase. Okay, supposing it is a silica gel or alumina. So this is our adsorbent, students. And from the top I am going to feed here what? My mixture of the compounds. This is a mixture of the compounds. Supposing it has three components, A, B and C, and these three have different adsorption. They have different extent of adsorption. And I will add some liquid, which I am saying eluent, so that the mixture flows down. So mixture plus eluent this ice is added here, this is added, the ice will flow down. What it will do, it will flow down slowly from this phase. As it flows down, the material which is most strongly adsorbed, supposing A is most strongly adsorbed, will be adsorbed first, then less strongly, and then I have C part which is the least strongly adsorbed. So if we have three components, they are forming three separate bands, three separate zones in this. And what then I can do is I can bring my funnel, students. This is my funnel, and I can add a liquid first. This will come first. Which one will come first? In this first C will come. Second I will get B, and third I will get A components. So the three can be separated, and this process is what we call as column chromatography. This is the simplest form of chromatography. Here element is used, the mixture plus element goes and travels slowly, most strongly absorbed, less, and least strongly absorbed. If there are different colors, these colors can be seen in this, and therefore by adding the liquid from the top we can separate these three. This is called column chromatography, and the important point you have seen is that this is used when you have minute quantities. Chromatography is used when you have very small amounts of the components which are present in the mixtures, and the properties of the components are not very different. Other properties are not very different, and other methods are not possible. So, for example, when you get a sample testing of your blood, and small drops of blood are taken, and so many tests are done, what they are doing basically, so they are separating the different components of the blood and able to give you the report of the blood. So what they are doing, a type of chromatographic separations are being done. So chromatographic separation means different components which are present in very, very small or minute amounts can be separated by using some suitable adsorbent and some eluent, a liquid, which will be able to separate them, because the adsorption extent is different for different components. Okay students, this was the column chromatography, and in this we end up the refining of the metals, and in our next class we will be beginning with a new chapter which is our P block elements, and this ends the one part of the inorganic chemistry which we are talking about metals extraction and their refining. Okay students.